You have arrived in the Nine Hells. I am Ilgrinok, your leader. Serve the Hells well, and you shall be rewarded with form beyond imagination. Serve poorly, and you shall be tortured for eternity. Now, make your choice. Welcome back to a compendium of monsters. It's Amnitsu week. Before we continue, pound that subscribe button and salute the Nine Hells. They're the only ones preventing demonic invasion in the multiverse, so they allege. Amnitsus are challenge level 18, and they're about as useful as 18-year-olds. There's no need to insult the creature like that! These medium devils have an armor class of 21, average hit points of 202, a speed of 30 feet, a flying speed of 40 feet, and dark vision out to 120 feet. Amnitsus speak Common, Infernal, and have telepathy out to a distance of 1,000 feet. Yes, 1,000 feet. I'm not lying, go look it up. Big Brother is watching, and listening, apparently. Despite wearing no apparent protection, Amnitsus have resistance to cold damage and damage from non-magical, non-silvered weapons. If you haven't invested in werewolf hunting gear, it really seems like a fantastic time to do so. Amnitsus are immune to fire damage, poison damage, and the following conditions: charmed and poisoned. Yeah, I didn't want to charm you anyways, you ugly Amnitsus have two abilities, Devil's Sight and Magic Resistance. Starting with Devil's Sight, magical darkness does not impede an Amnitsu's vision. Dropping darkness orbs a part of your retreat strategy? Well, good luck with that. Magic Resistance is essentially the you of Dungeons & Dragons, and Amnitsu has advantage on saving throws against all spells and magical effects. Hopefully you don't have too many spellcasters, or you might have a bad time. Amnitsus have a triple multi-attack that features one of two abilities and 2 whiplashes. Harder, Danny! Whether or not you're getting whipped, the attacks hurt. A whip attack deals 25 damage split between slashing and force damage, though 50 average damage per round is less than half the suggested amount for a challenge level 18 creature. So it's a bossy creature, but super incompetent in battle. Just like your manager. Luckily, Blinding Rot and Forgetfulness help make up for their deficit. With Blinding Rot, an Amnitsu targets 1 or 2 creatures within 60 feet of it and forces each of them to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, a creature takes an average of 26 necrotic damage and is blinded until the start of the Amnitsu's next turn. Obviously, this is a really useful ability, especially since there's a fairly high chance that at least one of the Amnitsu's opponents will be repeatedly blinded through the entire fight. While Blinding Rot sounds a little gross, Forgetfulness is an ability you don't want to go up against. Adults forget enough as it is. We don't need help forgetting more While it requires a recharge roll and it's a 1/6 chance that it's available each round, Forgetfulness targets a creature within 60 feet of the Amnitsu and forces them to make an intelligence saving throw of 18. That's pretty high for most player characters and NPCs. On a failure, the target creature is stunned for up to 1 minute, but can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If the target creature is stunned for the full minute, it forgets everything it sensed, experienced, and learned over the last 5 hours. Hopefully you didn't learn something critical that you were meant to share with the party. Sucks to suck! Actually, that's a little mean, even if it's true. Just in case Forgetfulness wasn't enough to put you off, just wait, there's more! Amnitsus are accomplished spellcasters and can cast one of 3 spells in varying amounts: Command, Dominate Monster, and Feeble Mind. Command and Dominate Monster are inconvenient, but the spell a party needs to worry about is Feeble Mind. Not just a condition related to how you feel after a very long, awful workday. Feeble Mind causes a creature's mind to be brutally blasted with psychic energy that attempts to shatter their intellect and personality. The target creature automatically takes 4d6 psychic damage, but that's small potatoes compared to the secondary effect. If the creature fails its intelligence saving throw, its intelligence and charisma scores are reduced to 1. This is the lowest possible number for each score before a creature is dead, or permanently incapacitated until a score returns to 1 once more. In addition to the lowered scores, the creature cannot cast any spells, activate magic items, understand any languages, or communicate in any intelligible way. So like you when you're out drinking with your friends. That means an attempted workaround with comprehend languages will yield only senseless gibberish. Luckily, the creature still possesses the ability to recognize its friends, follow them, and even protect them in battle. Feeble-minded creatures gain 1 additional chance at a saving throw every 30 days. Or Feeble Mind can be ended by advanced spells like Greater Restoration, Heal, or Wish. Last, Amnitsus have a reaction, Instinctive Charm. Look at that face and tell me there's any charm to it. Instinctive charm works like this. If a creature within 60 feet of the Amnitsu attacks it, the Amnitsu can force that creature to make a wisdom saving throw and potentially make that creature attack another target other than the Amnitsu or itself. This ability is worded very broadly, so I'm going to help specify what I believe they intended. Let's pretend that you're a melee player character. You attack the Amnitsu and fail your wisdom saving throw against Instinctive Charm, so you get directed to attack the nearest creature, which happens to be your party's healer who is 25 feet away. Your character, under the effects of Instinctive Charm, will walk 25 feet away from the Amnitsu to attack your party's healer. The Amnitsu can't make an attack of opportunity against your movement because it has already used its reaction, but now you have to chase that to give it a good hard smack. If a target creature is successful on its wisdom saving throw, it is immune to a particular Amnitsu's Instinctive Charm for 24 hours. And if this wasn't enough, Amnitsus can summon devils with a variant ability, because that's exactly what we wanted. More devils. An Amnitsu is guaranteed to summon either 2d4 bearded devils or 1d4 barbed devils once per day. These summoned allies remain on the battlefield for up to 1 minute until their death or until the Amnitsu dies, whichever is first, so take your pick. Personally, I advise against the minute of extra combatants. Plus, while Amnitsus may not look particularly impressive, their saving throws are absolutely wild. They have a +7 to dexterity and wisdom saving throws, +9 to constitution saving throws, and +10 to charisma saving throws. And you know that +10 to charisma has nothing to do with good looks, because feast your eyes on this gorgeous visage. That +10 is all force of will. But if you want to interrupt an Amnitsu's spell, you have to use either counterspell or cause more than 38 points of damage in a single hit. 38 points of damage from a single hit would force the Amnitsu to make a constitution saving throw of 19, which would give it an immediate 50% chance to succeed on maintaining its concentration. Yeah. It's usually the weird small packages that produce the wildest results. Amnitsus are created the same way all devils are, by souls dragged down into the 9 hells that emerge on the banks of the river Styx. While a freshly converted soul takes the form of a Lemuri can be promoted up the devil's chain of command until it becomes a powerful creature like a Pit Fiend or an Amnitsu. Amnitsus specifically are in charge of battle, given their 1,000 feet of telepathy and reasonable flying speed. Some Amnitsus are placed in charge of guarding magical gateways leading into the 9 hells, while others are placed in watchtowers along the river Styx to watch for signs of demonic invasion. Amnitsus are cruel, ruthless, and enjoy bullying other devils, but they are unfailingly loyal to their Archduke or Archduchess and are incredibly intelligent as tacticians. Being a greater devil, Amnitsus are one of the few devils who can promote or demote other devils at will. This allows an Amnitsu to endlessly customize their available forces to counter a demonic threat. A horde of Lemuries that suddenly transform into barbed devils would be a terrifying experience, but this leads me to a fun hypothetical situation if a campaign were to find itself in the 9 hells. This will sound a little crazy, but hear me out. If one of your players is having a rough time with their character, or their character is, for some reason, separated from the party, consider giving that player an Amnitsu to run during the next combat session. Sure, there need to be a few boundaries, like not allowing the player-controlled Amnitsu to create an unlimited number of Pit Fiends or something stupidly ridiculous, but I've had my players take control of enemies during specific circumstances, and the result is typically hilarious. If you allow it, promotion of another devil should be added as an action for your player's Amnitsu. The Amnitsu can promote one Lemuri into a lesser devil or one lesser devil into a greater devil. The transformation takes 1 round to complete, and the devil is incapacitated during its promotion. But here's the catch in order to prevent this spinning wildly out of control. The newly promoted devils start with the amount of hit points they had before the transformation. Sure, promote that Lemuri into a bone devil. It still has 13 hit points until it finishes a long rest, and this might not be exactly how you want to run this mechanic, so feel free to tweak it and let me know how it worked out for you. Anyways, what do you think of Amnitsus? Have you ever run an Amnitsu in your campaign? How did the encounters go? Let me know in the comments below. A special thank you to my incredible patrons for your support. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, share my video on your Twitter, Facebook, or other social media, and make the leap to become one of my patrons on Patreon. I'll see you next time.